If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Eminem's legendary opening to Lose Yourself is in reference to rap battling, but has taken on new meaning as an athlete's anthem. Really, it should be the official song of the Olympics, which is all about having one shot. Here are 10 international athletes hoping to seize everything they ever wanted in Paris. Kaylia Nemour is known as a magician on the uneven bars, where she will be a favorite to medal in Paris, but her journey to get there was anything but magical. After having knee surgery to treat osteochondritis, a growth plates condition, Nemour rehabbed for 6 months and was approved to compete by her surgeon. However, the French Gymnastics Federation's doctor refused to clear her. Nemour, who has dual citizenship with Algeria, where her father is from, decided to switch countries, although France initially refused to release her until abuse claims in their program came to light. The 17-year-old won silver at Worlds in 2023, the first African gymnast in history to do so. Kayla won gold at the 2024 Cottbus World Cup with a massive 7.0 difficulty score, one of the most challenging routines being done in the world in any gymnastics event. Bruna Alexandre will be the first Brazilian athlete ever to compete at the Olympic Games and the Paralympic Games in the same year. The 28-year-old table tennis player lost her right arm shortly after birth due to a blood clot. She is a 4-time Paralympic medalist, but also competed with the Brazilian able-bodied team that won a bronze medal at the 2023 Pan American Games. One of Alexandre's competitors will be Australia's Melissa Tapper, who has Erb's palsy and competed in table tennis in the Olympics and Paralympics in 2016 and 2020, and will return to both in 2024. Their paths were blazed by Poland's Natalia Partyka, who was born without a right hand and forearm and competed in both games the same year 4 different times from 2008 to 2020. There are only a few other athletes across other sports who have competed in both the same year, the most notable being Oscar Pistorius, who ran in the Olympics and Paralympics in 2012. No athlete has ever won gold in the same individual event at 5 consecutive Olympics, but Mijain Lopez could be the first. Cuba's Greco-Roman wrestler is the 4-time reigning Olympic champion in the super heavyweight division. The 6' 5" Lopez is unbeaten at the Olympics since Beijing in 2008. Mijain is nearly 42, so Paris will likely be his last dance and his first time competing since the last Olympics in Tokyo. Dutch speed skater Irene Wust won individual golds in 5 straight Olympics, but different events. Call him the strongest Olympian of all time. Georgia's Lasha Talakhadza holds the all-time world records regardless of weight category in the snatch with 496 pounds, the clean and jerk with 589 pounds, and the total with 1,085 pounds. He set the last one just months after winning in Tokyo in 2021, his second Olympic gold. Should Lasha win in Paris, he would become the 6th person ever to win a weightlifting gold at 3 consecutive Olympics. The 30-year-old has 3 young daughters who likely have no idea they have the strongest dad in the world. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will retire after the Paris Olympics, hopefully with a little more metal around her neck. Known as the Pocket Rocket for her 5-foot stature, Fraser-Pryce has won 8 medals in 4 Olympics, including back-to-back golds in the 100 meters. The Jamaican has more individual global titles than any female sprinter. At 37, she's still blazing fast, coming off a bronze at Worlds in the 100 meters in 2023, although she pulled her hamstring in the 4x100 at that meet in Budapest. Shelly-Ann became a mother in 2017 and has multiple charitable efforts, including the Pocket Rocket Foundation, which supports high school athletes in financial need. One of host country France's biggest stars in Paris will be judo legend Teddy Riner. Coming off his record-extending 11th world title, Riner has 3 gold and 2 bronze Olympic medals, tied for the all-time judo medal record. Riner will have 2 chances to break the record in 2024 in the men's heavyweight tournament and the mixed team event. Teddy, now 35, grew up in Paris where he played soccer, tennis, and basketball before discovering judo. Riner is 6' 8", 290 pounds, deserving of both his nicknames, Teddy Bear and Big Ted. Breaking is the only new sport in the 2024 Olympics, but competitions have been happening long enough to have surprising newcomers. That would be Lithuania's Dominika B-girl Nika Banevic. The 17-year-old shocked the breaking world when she won the 2023 world title, the youngest B-girl ever to do so. B-girl Nika returns to Paris after competing there in the fall of 2023 at the 20th annual Red Bull BC1 competition, one of breaking's marquee events. She had previously attended as a spectator, but was too young to enter. Like Tom Brady, who took the field at age 40 to prove he was still the greatest in his sport, Nikola Karabatic will compete in one last Olympics as the best to ever play, handball. The French center back has already won 3 Olympic golds, and a 4th would be a record. Karabatic, who plays for Paris Saint-Germain's professional handball team, has already announced he will retire after his home Olympics. Nikola was born in Yugoslavia to Serbian parents, but moved to France at age 3 when his father, also a handball player, got a coaching job there. Nikola's brother, Luka, also plays. Handball is most popular in Europe, and European countries have won every medal, but one in the Men's World Championships since 1938. Richard Turi will be Slovakia's first ever Olympian in skateboarding. Born into the fallout of the collapse of the Eastern Bloc, Turi had to carve his own path without an organized skateboarding program around him. The 31-year-old failed to qualify for Tokyo, but secured a place in Paris through the Olympic qualifier series, finishing 4th in Budapest. Turi first learned about skateboarding through playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on PlayStation in the early 2000s. Richard is known as the master of the heel flip, which will be on full display at La Concorde starting July 27th. And we would be remiss to talk skateboarding and not mention Zheng Haohao. The Chinese skateboarder is the youngest athlete competing in the Paris Games at just 11 years old. She bought her first skateboard for her 7th birthday, and it quickly became her favorite sport, replacing roller skating. Haohao secured a spot in the Women's Park skateboarding event during the Olympic qualification series in Shanghai and Budapest. If Zheng were to win gold, she would become the youngest Summer Olympic champion in history, replacing America's Marjorie Jestring, who won gold in springboard diving at 13. In 2020, 12-year-old skateboarder Kokona Hiraki became the youngest Olympic medalist in 85 years, winning silver medal in the women's park. The youngest competitor ever to medal is gymnast Dimitrios Laundras, who was 10 when Greece won bronze at the 1896 Olympics in Athens.